Welcome to digitalphotographysuccess.com. My name is Amy Renfrey. I'm a digital photographer, digital photography teacher and author. Today I'm going to share with you some extremely invaluable information to getting absolutely beautiful clear photos with lots of superb depth and sharp definition. Then I'll show you how you can easily and quickly get photos like this too. Photography is easy when you know how, and when you look at professional photos, you will see that the one thing that professionals master and always seem to get right is their lighting. The second main important thing is your composition. Your composition is your angle and the artistic side of your photography. Now there's one thing about the artistic side of photography that you need to know, and that is the artistic side of your photography comes from within you. It comes from your heart. It's your intuition. So don't ever underestimate the power and the value of your intuition in your photography. It's very important. It's just as important as this next point. This next point that makes photography successful is knowing how to control your camera. This is where your technical knowledge comes in. This is where knowledge about your shutter speed, your f-stop, your ISO, your exposure value, this is where these things become crucial to creating a beautiful photo. Before I became a digital photographer, I struggled with all of these things as well. My photos were okay, but they certainly didn't have the power and the impact that professional photography did. I just didn't know how to get my photos from a basic intermediate level to a professional standard, but I certainly knew I didn't want to stay where I was. I wanted to get my photos looking like picture postcard shots, and I wanted everything that I took to look like a professional had taken them. So that's exactly what I've done in these ebooks. I've written down everything that you need to know about how to make your photos look like a professional has taken them. I've put 5 years of experience into these books, so now I'm going to teach you the following examples. I'm going to teach you how to get your people shots from this to this, and also from this to this. And many people love landscape photography. I know I do. So I'm going to teach you how to get your landscapes looking like this to this. And other nature shots as well. From this to this. And if you love indoor pet photography, you'll go from this to this. I'll also show you how to take photos of your children. You'll go from this to shots like this. Did you notice anything in the good photos? You would have noticed that the composition was just right. The angle at which the photo was taken was ideal. You will also notice that the lighting was spot on. It was just right. There was an even light throughout the photos. In order to get these things, you have to master complete camera control. So what I'm going to teach you is this: to assess every situation that you're in, know how your scene or subject is going to work even before you take the photo. You will know exactly what won't work and what to avoid before even taking the lens cap off. Everything that you learn from me is taught in an easy to understand way, and this includes any video tutorials that I do, any MP3s, any ebooks that I write, and any articles that you see. It's all in an easy to understand way. Even the really difficult stuff, there's always an emphasis that I place on understanding the technical side of photography to enhance the artistic, so that you get beautiful photos in every situation. You will also learn how to have complete camera control. But it wouldn't be complete without learning about the equipment. You'll learn about things like neutral density filters, polarizers, the difference in the sensors between a point-and-shoot camera, a prosumer camera, and a digital SLR, lenses, and lighting kits for portrait photography. You'll learn how to master the flash in your photography. You'll get a complete overview as to exactly what equipment you need for what sort of situation that you're in. I've written 2 digital photography books. The first one is called Digital Photography Success. That's 174 pages in parts 1 and 2. The second one, which is a natural progression from the first, is called Advanced Digital Photography. This is 120 pages. I've thrown in some bonuses as well. The first is called Digital Photography in Abstract. 5 most popular scenarios in digital photography. This includes popular situations such as wedding photography, portrait photography, how to take photos of the moon, astrophotography, and macro photography. The next is digital photo presentation. And last but definitely not least is exposure charts. This goes into detail about exposure value and the certain settings, the shutter speed and the f-stop and the combinations of those to get the ideal exposure. Now I want to help you develop your photography quickly. So you'll also get video tutorials like this one on technical things such as using the histogram. The histogram is a very, very helpful tool when our photos haven't quite gone right. There is a histogram on your camera and there's a histogram function in Photoshop. You'll also be getting tutorials on exposure bracketing and how to get the ideal exposure for your scene. You'll also learn about high dynamic range and how it can help you tenfold in your photography. You'll also get tutorials on wedding photography and portraits, on action indoor shots such as sports photography. There's a common problem that we have in photography, and that is getting fast action shots in low light situations. And I will show you how to completely combat this over the coming weeks in some tutorials that I put together. If you want to take a sneak peek inside the books, just click on the link below and have a look at the table of contents for all the ebooks. I'm easily contactable via email, and I will answer your photography questions personally. Thanks for joining me today at digitalphotographysuccess.com. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Have a great day and happy shooting!